Alright, everyone. It's 3 a.m. You know what time that is? That's cute faith time. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Oh, I just woke up. I have to be at work around 9, but let's play some World of Warcraft. I just want to say one last time, because people are like, oh my god, you can buy skill one-handed axe, weapon skills in Iron Force. I already knew that. I mean, I completely just had a massively old person moment, and I am getting pretty old these days. For some reason, I blanked out on that. It was so funny, and of course, I remembered it the very next day. I used to play Night Elves almost primarily, and of course, I always, as soon as I hit level 10, I hit the weapons trainer. You go into Darnassus, you walk up the little stone ramp there, walk down, jump to the left, and there's the in Darnassus there's the trainer. You learn pole arms and staves, and then of course I would do the long, like I like to call it the long walk, all the way to Ironforge, and you get the skill trainer there, and then you would take the tunnel all the way to Stormwind, and you get the skill trainer right by the right by those vendors that are inside that building that's right outside the auction house. So I knew all about all that stuff. I just completely forgotten, man. I hadn't played World of Warcraft in 3 or 4 months, really. Not much at all, maybe even longer. Just completely forgot. It was so funny because I'm like, why can't I equip this one-hand axe? I know I can use an axe, so I apologize for my momentary amnesia. But anyways, we're back in World of Warcraft. I'm at level 8, and I did run back and grab this weapon. Because I can use maces, and I'm not high enough level yet to hit the skill trainer. So, but let's see, quest. We got those quests. I'm pretty sure I hit the trainer. Okay, we are probably now high enough level to hit finally. So let's go ahead and do the Eastvale logging. We are level 8. It'll be a little tricky, but we're very close. We got a lot of rest time built up, so we'll hit 9 pretty quick, grab the new weapon. We should be able to clear those quests out. And then we're going to go and run all the way back over to the quests that are right before we cross over into Westfall. Got my Coca-Cola, got my blackjack bubblegum. I'm ready to rock and roll. Oh, did something attack me? Yes, Morpheus. And I think we did find out that at this very low level, that judging with Seal of Crusader, this one, and then following up with Seal of Righteousness and just hammering people down from there on is probably, I actually found out that is probably the best at levels like, I think 6. I can't remember what level I got Seal of Crusader. I think level 6. Let's take a look. I think that's the best thing to do at level 6 all the way to 10. So, let's say Seal of Crusader. Doesn't really say when we learned it, but I think it was level 6. But I think you can kind of use that as your damage dealing rotation. You can go up to a mob. You can turn on here. I'll do it right now. Turn on Seal Crusader. And judge this mangy wolf with Seal Crusader. Right, and then we're gonna apply. And then we're gonna turn on my Seal of Righteousness and just hit them. And of course, I do more damage against a target that's been judged with Crusader. You can see here it increases holy damage. So that's kind of been kind of what you do up until maybe level 10, and then let's go ahead and see what happens at level 10 when I get my talents, and then we'll play around at that level and see if anything changes. The goal is to get to 20 as fast as possible, and I've been I'm not this video series. I'll mention it again and again because people get so caught up in speed leveling. I'm not a speed leveler. I don't try to speed level. This video series is not about it's not a race. This is not a race. This is just playing a protection AoE Paladin the way I like to play it, and showing you guys that it's a lot of fun, and showing you that there's a lot of variety in the class. So, I hope you guys enjoy watching me stumble and bumble. And you know what I forgot to do? Oh my freaking god. I forgot once again to learn mining. And do I want to run all the way back to Stormwind right now? No, that's okay. I'm not going to do it. But I wanted to do that, and then I logged off last night or yesterday sometime, and of course I logged in just now. It's 3 a.m., and I forgot about it. Just another old person moment. But yeah, this is not about speed leveling. This is just about kind of how I approach leveling on a Paladin, and kind of how I approach playing the Paladin at every level, from level 0 all the way to 60. So, if you guys want to yell at me and say, oh my god, you're taking forever to level, that's fine. That's totally fine. This is the way I like to do it, baby. All right, let's. We got some rain going on here, and I like to hear the rain, so we'll turn that up a bit. And of course, my music's always too loud. I'll turn that down just a tad. Okay, howlers, prowlers, prowlers. Let's go kill these wolves, kill these murlocs, and see what we can see. Let's go ahead and turn on tracking. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Zoom our mini-map out a little bit more. Alright. I think I picked up all the quests over here, but I'm just going to swing in, see if Questy picks up any more. I think I've gotten them already, so let's go ahead and head back up and kill these. I don't know if, do we have the bundle of wood? We do have the bundle of wood. Good. So let's go grab some wood. Now they're level 10, so that's why it's a little, gotta be a little careful here. I'm gonna zoom the camera out. This is an instance. Why is it not zooming out? Because that tree was behind me. See that? That's a good thing to notice. Like, I was right here, and I'm like, why is it not zooming all the way? That's usually because there's obstruction behind you. But even now, see, level 8 is still a little bit low for these. You can see how much damage I'm taking. But we're just gonna be careful and do it. We're gonna have to tough it. Get tough. Come on, get tough, cute Faith. And just try to really quick. Maybe actually probably just do the wood real quick. Turn that in. We're very close to hitting level 8 because of the rest time. So once we hit level 9, then this will become drastically easier. That's one of the things that's interesting about vanilla World of Warcraft is what level you are really matters a lot. What is this? Another palace. She's level 14, so she's doing this the right way. I'm doing this the wrong way. I'm telling you that right now. Coming up in here doing these quests at level 8 it's too low. Is there? Oh, I do have a quest turned in already, but let's go ahead and grab some wood and stuff. But yeah, the level matters a lot. Being 2 levels beneath the enemies at this level, at level 8, is a lot. Now, once I get up to around level 15, it's not as big a difference. Then I get up to level 25, and as you get higher and higher level, and you start to get better gear, it becomes less and less of an issue. And I fucked that up, didn't I? It becomes less and less of an issue, but at this level, 2 levels means quite a bit. Now, once I hit level 9, I equip this little mace here. Then, of course, I'm going to hit much harder, and it makes that difference not anywhere near as painful. So, but just keep in mind that when you're doing quests, it's optimal to do quests when you're a couple levels above the mobs that you're killing. And a lot of other older MMOs that I used to play, like Lineage 2, the mob color is based on how many levels they are above or below you. So, like, if a mob was gray, it means it's so far below you, you're not really getting experience from killing them. I think World of Warcraft still does that by the, you can see it still does that by the coloring of the level. So, see, it says 9, it's yellow. So that means it's a pretty difficult target for me, right? I'm going to go ahead and throw it at you. Pretty difficult target for me to kill. If it's red, then it's, it's probably, I think red is probably 3 or 4 levels above me. I think red. Yellow's like, 1 or 2 levels above me. If it's the same level as me, it's probably, I'm going to say it might be green, or it's probably still yellow if it's the same level. Once it gets beneath me, it might be green. It should be green. We'll find out. Let's take a look, because I'm pretty sure that's correct. And once again, I'm not remembering everything exactly correctly, but we're going to prove my my thoughts here as we go along on this journey. We will make it to level 60. It'll take a while, but we'll make it. Okay, this person's going to grab that wood. I got a woody. I got some wood. Alrighty. We got a snakeman. And definitely at this level, on level 8, I don't want to run over there. If I kill these murlocs, I'm going to have to be extremely careful, because you know how murlocs are. And getting 2 or 3 on me at this level, I'm pretty much dead. And we need the murlocs for the torn murloc fins. The bandanas over in... Where are the bandanas at? I think they're over here. Yeah, see, no princess must die. Prowler. That's the Christus. That's those murlocs. We can take care of those. Huh. The red linen. Anyways, yeah, I wasn't aware that I had a quest right now for red linen bandanas, but I guess I do. Am I already? No. Whatever. We'll get there when we get there, but that's interesting. I can't remember which quest that is. Red linen goods. Let's take a look at this real quick. Bring 6 red linen bandanas. Defias, Northshire. Northshire. Okay, so it's in between Goldshire and Northshire. There's some Defias. And forgot about that quest. Just another thing I forgot about. Alright, we go. Let's run over here. Let's just for fun, let's do a Seal Crusader and see how long it takes me to kill this guy. I do have judgment, so I can also judge when these guys try to run from me. And I highly recommend when a Murloc starts to sprint, if you have judgment, go ahead and stun him. Because, keeps them going and getting some of their damn buddies to come in and jump your head and pound you to the ground. See, just like that. Judge them, and then I throw up Seal of Righteousness and judge that. Not judge them, but I mean hammer. So I hammer them to stun them, throw up my Seal of Righteous, because that's going to be the most damage when I judge. So hammer, Seal of Righteous, judge them, Seal of Righteous. Try to keep that Murloc from slipping away from me. Slippy little bastard. And as you can see, now that we're on rest time, we're flying through. And another thing that's worth noting is if you are going to level in Classic WoW, that it's a lot easier. Man, he's doing some damage. It's a lot easier to level up multiple tunes if you do them, if you rotate them on rest time. So I've mentioned it before in my videos, But yeah, go ahead. Like if I was playing this character, I would level until this rest time is all gone, and then I go, log out and log into my other character that I'm leveling, and make sure that I burn through all their rest time. Just make sure that you're always try to level in rest time. You can even like just take a couple days off, like play WoW for a couple days, and then God forbid actually go out into the real world for a couple days, then come back and play and just burn off the rest time on your characters. If you do that, you'll find leveling 2 characters up feels pretty quick, and it doesn't feel as painful. If you just level one character constantly, you're always going to be out of rest time, so you're never going to be leveling on rest time, so it'll feel a little bit slower. Okay, so we need to kill a few wolves, get a bundle of wood here. How many more wolves do we need? A couple? 5? Well, we need quite a few. Just gonna judge this guy because he's beating my ass. Zoom my camera out. Caution is the better part of Valor at low levels. Dying can really cost you time, so you do not want to die at all costs. Having to run back from and heal up and rebuff and get going again is a real big time waster. Okay, get our buff watch going here. I wish I need. I started to start getting, Another thing is you definitely want to start getting your cooking up. Fishing, cooking, whatever you can do to get food buffs, because that can really help you as well. All the buffs you can get. I mean, scrolls. I mean, I even go to the auction house and just buy, if people put up like scrolls of strength, scrolls of stamina, or scrolls of protection, like the really low level ones, because sometimes you'll get them for like 5, 6, 7 silver, very small amount of money, and it can be It's nice, and plus it makes you. It's more fun. It makes the game more fun to feel like, oh, look at all these buffs I have, you know. So it's fun to go ahead and just get as many, and it all helps, of course. Uh, anything that's going to help can't be a bad thing. So gotta be careful. There's a bear there. I don't want to get a bear and a wolf on me because I will die. Die, friend. Let's go ahead and swing around and get this guy. Oh, there's two of them, though. Don't want to get two. Come on. Boogie, 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 boogie. There you go. Come on over. Let's party. Let's play. Let me go ahead and hammer him just for fun. The good thing about Hammer Justice is, I've said it before in other videos before this leveling series, is that it doesn't use a lot of mana. 30 mana is not a lot of mana. As you start to level, 30, I've got 234 mana, so 30, that's not a lot of mana. So don't be afraid to just use it. It's a little bit, what is it, a minute cooldown? So don't be afraid to use it early in a fight when you're low leveled, so to prevent some of the damage, the incoming damage that you're taking. Because 30 mana in the grand scheme of things is a very small amount of mana to use to sacrifice for limiting some of the incoming DPS. We got a warrior. Always buff your fellow players. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab this bear to help this person out. Because I'm nice like that. And take note that when I kill this guy, and boom, boom, see that? Hammer bandage. You gotta love that. And there it is. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! Level 9. You know what that means, friends? My first green weapon ever on this character. And let's watch the difference that a green weapon makes, right? Okay, let's look at the combat log here. 23. So my white damage is 23. Before the green weapon, what was my white damage? 13, 11, 13. We're doing, almost twice as much damage with that weapon. So obviously it's... you can see how much quicker they went down. So, a little green weapon that I paid, I think, 13 silver for, totally worth it. So, that, as you're leveling, try to keep your weapon up on your Paladin because you're doing a lot of... Let's go ahead and invite. You're doing a lot of... You're doing so much auto-attacking that you need to keep... Here, let me heal this guy. Poor warriors, it's a rough life for warriors when they're leveling. But yeah, you keep that main hand weapon, keep it up, and it'll really, really help you if you can just buy some cheap little greens. Really help your leveling. Where's the warrior? I got him in my part. Oh, he's over here. Okay, fine. What level is this warrior? He's level 8. You can see he's really, just one Murloc's giving him a tough time. Okay. Alright. We do need to get clear. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta love those mages. Now so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, we got him down. Okay. You can see with my keybinds, it's pretty easy to just switch targets back and forth. Boom. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and heal this guy, and then I'm going to bandage myself. Right? Oh, where did this guy come from? I think I must have died. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and just throw in a heal on myself. But that other guy must have died because that Murloc just jumped me, and he was great at me. Great at me, of course, means he's not. I don't have him tagged, so. All right. All right, getting a few fins here. But yeah, right here, I mean, it's great to get someone in your party here. You're fighting these Murlocs at level 8 and 9. Doing this by yourself is just a good way to get yourself killed. Okay, now we need to complete our quest here. We had to find Rolf's corpse, and he's right here. Let's do that. Alright. Alright. Where'd that damn warrior go? Okay, we're still making our way. This quest takes, let me zoom up the camera a little bit. This lighting in here is kind of bothering me. But this quest takes a little while. A little kind of time consuming. Oh, come on, warrior. Because the Murloc fins never drop at a super, super fast rate. Let's... Okay, we're doing fine. Gotta keep an eye on my buddy here. He's taking some damage. Look at that big heal. And of course, in vanilla WoW, your heals generate a tremendous amount of threat. So, yeah, let's go ahead and buff him back up. And let us grab the, well, I was going to grab that one. Make sure my buddy's still with me. He is. And we're just going to make our way down the water line here. Most of them have been killed, so we're just going to we're going to cop a squat for a second, relax, drink my Coca-Cola until these guys respawn. I still don't think my game's running as smoothly as it was before, but I do think part of it is questy, which is kind of sucks, but questy does make my game run not quite as smooth as it used to, as it would without it, but it's not too bad. Die, Murloc scum. Alright. Never discount bandaging. It is very important as you level up. Having bandages can save your life. Alright. Okay. I'm just running around. Yeah, we burned through that rest time pretty fast. Level 9. We're only one level away from getting our talent point. Level 10's. It's nice to get to level 10. Get out of those low levels. Start your first path towards glory as a protection paladin of some significance. Because we will be a protection paladin of great significance. I hope. Alright. But you can see these low levels, you constantly have to watch your health. You know. Where is my party member? Did she just take off? Oh, she's here somewhere. Where'd you go, Steinfeld? Toggle quest. Rusty. Oh, she left my party. Okay, I was wondering why I couldn't see her. She took off. But I mean, it's so much easier now that I have that that green weapon, and then I'm level 9. I'm a lot less. I have to be a lot. I don't have to be quite as cautious as I was being, because I can actually down these guys fairly quickly. And with hammer, I can make a hasty retreat if I want. The other thing is, you want to stock. You always want to have some potions, healing potions, mana potions. Those are going to save your life a lot. So once we, excuse me, once we get a little bit of money gathered up, we'll start stocking up on those types of things. You know, maybe I should be an alchemist this time. I pretty much always go. Oh shit, he grabbed him. I almost always go, you know, mining and engineering. But you know what? I may go a different route this time just for fun. But probably not. All right, we're gonna get out of here. We got 2 on us, and it could very easily turn into more. So let's take the better. You know, let's be a little bit careful here. I don't want to die. I may die anyway. But you see, when you guys watched this video, when I first ran away, you probably thought, "Oh no, you're good." But I almost died just trying to run away. And if I would have got one more mob, I definitely would have died. So probably a good decision. You just gotta be careful what you're doing, my friend. There's these murlocs that just spawn so quick. I'm gonna fucking gangbang you like nobody's business. Little bastards. You know, sometimes I'm just trying to take a stroll by the beach, and I'm like, motherfucker. Alright. I shouldn't swear so much, I'm sorry. Let's do it, baby. We gotta kill some of these guys. I'm gonna shove my mace through your face. Boom. Let's go ahead and throw a heal in. And I don't think, like, I don't have my mixed scrolling battle text set up. Oops, scrolling battle text. Okay, we'll take a look at this later, but we can set up. The only reason I have the mixed scrolling battle text add-on installed is because I can set up audio alerts, which I love to do. That'll notify me when I'm low on health, and it can be extremely helpful. So let's go MSBT. And what we're looking for is incoming notifications, and we want to do health. Let's see where my notification for health is. Health. Where is it? Honor, combo, blah, blah, blah. Notifications, triggers. Little pet health, low health. Right here. Low health. Edit trigger. Applicable triggers. Trigger type, self-health, icon path, blah, blah, blah. Save. It says it's enabled. Oh, but you know what? I reinstalled. I'm going to have to look at that later offline and get that set up. So then when I get low on health, it actually plays a little sound clip that lets me know. It says, hey, you can kiss your ass goodbye. So it's just a nice little audio cue that says, hey, you're about to die. So and I like using that. Even right now, Steel the Crusader may be better because my weapon does more damage. It's just getting more hits in. But I'm still missing a lot. You can see there I'm still whiffing quite a bit. Ooh, somebody healed. Did somebody heal? Yeah, somebody did. But look, whiff. Look at my combat log here. You know, you attack, he forwards your dodges. Let's see here, Simp's Holy Light heals you. That's who healed me. But I like to have the combat log up because I like to see what's going on. I like to see how many times I'm missing, how many times they're critting me, those types of things. Like, oh, you just killed me again. Simp. And it's just very helpful. Okay, we just need to get one more Torn Murloc Fin. Excuse me, and we're out of here. Beat our feet to the next quest. There's about 3 Marlocks right there. And I really didn't want to get 3 on me, so let's just grab this one. Okay. My mouse is acting up a little bit. You just need to clean the pads on the bottom of it. They get dirty sometimes, and I don't really like this mouse that much. It's a Logitech, and I do like Logitech mice. My Zowie Gaming, freaking the laser on that thing died. That mouse lasted me all of about 4 months. One thing I like about Logitech mice is they're typically consistently the most durable mice that I use. You know, it's like I've tried other kinds of mice, great gaming mice, and none of them they're just not as durable. I remember using my MX510 back in the day for like 3 years. When does a mouse ever last 3 years? You know? I picked up a potion there. Never forget that. Always keep track of what potions you have. Okay, so there we go. We finished that quest. And we still just need 2 of these wolves. And then I think that's it for this area. Right? Boom! Take that, bitch. I feel like I'm a rogue sneaking in behind him for a dirty deed. Oh, come on. Cute Faith. We need to get into the guild. I need to create that guild. I'll create a guild eventually, hopefully, and get the beautiful white tabard with the holy cross. Alright. We need 1 more prowler. Let's do it. I keep feeling like I'm missing buffs, but you'll hear me say this all the time when I play World of Warcraft as a paladin. It looks like I'm missing a buff, but I'm really not, I don't think. It's just that you have so many buffs, you're constantly like monitoring them because they're not long buffs. A 5-minute buff disappears awfully fast. So, alright, and that's done. So let's go ahead and throw a heal in, just for the hell of it, and let's turn our quest in. And we're almost halfway to level 10. So, after each one of these quests in, we'll be pretty close. We can make our way over to the forest's edge. So we're almost back on track. I had a lot of hiccups leveling 1 through 8 because I just forgot about the order in which I usually do these quests. And that kind of slowed me down a little bit, but I think now we're back on the righteous path. She liked what I did there. The path of the righteous. She still has a quest for me, though. Okay, and she's the one who wants the bread and bandanas, so... And I'm pretty sure right down here, but right there they are. I knew they were. I knew they were nearby. So, now these guys don't spawn a lot. And I remember, if you saw earlier, I moused over here, but what it hit was Princess. It hit the Princess quest. And I didn't hit I just hit this, and I was like, oh, that's the Princess quest. But, yeah, those guys running around there by Princess, there aren't a lot of spawns there, and it's typically a lot of people competing for them. But, all right, I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm talking too much. What can I do for you? All right, so that's fine. Goldshire, that works. Ah, there we go. Some more potions is always good. And he's going to give us... So this was actually a better weapon than I think this was better than the one I had, but now I have the green one, so... Which is way better, so... But there we go. That got us about 6 bars. I think we're right around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6.5 bars, I think. Which is good. It's damn good. So we're almost getting... Now we're starting to roll. Starting to rock and roll now. Turn the music up a little bit, and I'm going to take a break and stop yapping. He's level 9, so these shouldn't be too bad. Damn kicks. Snap kick hits you for 11. And they'll run away. They're all tough up front, and then they'll run away. Not gonna bother throwing it a heal. I'll just bandage. Oh, we got 2. This ought to be interesting. Oh. Oh, we got a nice crit there. Come on, attack, attack, attack. Yeah, I guess I'll heal myself. He's gonna snap kick me right in the face. Oh, he didn't. There's that kick. Gotta hate these guys. Always knock me on the ground. And he did it again. This isn't retail, but wow, boys and girls. I mean, you saw I had to heal myself twice. I mean, just these guys that are my level are tearing me up. And a lot of that's because I don't have... And I do have pretty good armor. Remember, I bought all of the, all of this white armor at Goldshire. You know, I spent good coin for this chainmail. You know, some blacksmiths spent some good time making this quality white gear. So, you know, if you were playing this game, you're playing Classic for the first time, you know, and you don't have any money as your first character, you wouldn't even have gear as good as what I have. You wouldn't even have all this nice white gear, so it would be even more difficult. So that's what makes World of Warcraft vanilla, like the original version, so much fun, because it was way more challenging. I mean, you know, you had to watch your health, you had to be careful not to pull too many mobs. Every little increase to your stats and your gear was very helpful. So you're always trying to use everything you possibly could. Everything mattered, you know, like having potions mattered, having bandages mattered, having food mattered, you know. Every little gray item or green item or anything you picked up that you could sell to the vendor, you know, it mattered. You need money. I mean, that's what made Vanilla WoW so good is, you know, these things matter. You didn't just open up your bag and say, oh, I'm just going to throw all this stuff away because this shit doesn't mean anything. Here, I forgot about my potion I had here. Potion of strength. That was a quest reward. And so it made the game, you know, it made things more meaningful, and it made you have to think and try to say, how can I, you know, what could I do to better increase my odds versus my opponents? And that's a great thing, you know, it makes you be more tactical. We just see one more bandana. Where's Princess though? I've seen her entourage, but I don't see her plump butt. Somebody else must have killed. Well, let's go ahead and kill her entourage because they're gonna attack me, right? If we kill the entourage, then we can take out Princess. And she spawns without her entourage. You and your bloody entourage. So I do think it levels. I do think because my main weapon wasn't that good. It was just like a white hammer. I do think that once I got this green weapon, then it made Seal of Crusader almost better. You know, attacking, just using Seal of Crusader to attack. Let's find. We're gonna judge. Actually, I screwed up. I judged Crusader. The next comment, not this one. We're just gonna put on Seal of Crusader. We'll judge with righteousness first, then put on Seal of Crusader, and we'll just hammer the target down. But I think that'll probably turn out to be a little bit faster now that we've got a weapon that does a little bit more damage. Okay, well, we're done with that. We just need to kill Princess. So, she should spawn here pretty quick. And while you wait for spawns, go ahead and just kill. That's a rabbit. While you wait for spawns, you know, go ahead and kill something. You know, keep the XP rolling in. So, Princess isn't up, so I'm going to try to see if I can find, you know, just something else to kill in the meantime. There's a boar here. We'll go ahead and get this guy real quick. But I'll judge righteousness, throw up Crusader, and I think this is going to be... There's Princess. I think this is going to be the way to go. Okay, and now... Look how she's not even very big. In retail, WoW, like a few years later down the road, they plumped her up, made her quite a bit bigger. Let's try righteousness this time. Another little trick for movement. I don't know if you guys noticed that my character started auto running. Sometimes that happens in World of Warcraft where you're moving around, you're strafing left, right, you're using your mouse, and sometimes it'll start literally auto running forward as if you hit auto run. Why didn't hit auto run? I was just going left, right, but it started auto running like this. Like right now, I'm auto running. I'm not even touching my mouse or my keyboard, right? Now, if you want to stop yourself from auto run, one of the really quickest ways to do that is just hit both mouse buttons, tap both mouse buttons at the exact same time, and then release them. Okay, and that will stop auto running. So sometimes you'll kind of even, you'll be walking around attacking, and your character just starts running off a straight line. You go, why am I running in a straight line? I'm not moving. I'm not pushing forward with the mouse. So it doesn't seem like a lot. Shit, I'm going the wrong direction again. It doesn't seem like a lot, but little things like that can be very helpful. Also, like when you're playing a rogue in PvP. Sometimes, or and you're trying to stand a target to kill them. Sometimes holding down both mouse buttons, that also makes you move forward. Can be very helpful. So play around with that when you're in combat with somebody. Hold down both mouse buttons, move forward. It's good for chasing mechanic. Where someone's trying to get away from you and you're trying to execute keybinds. Like let's say I'm trying to do Shift Q or I'm trying to do Control E to cast maybe some sort of a spell or something, and since I'm executing that keybind, it's kind of hard to hold down the W key while I'm doing Control E. That's pretty tough to do. So to combat that, I hold down both mouse buttons, and I move forward, and then I don't have to worry about hitting the W key, okay? So that's really helpful in that kind of scenario. What do we got going on here? Rastgul the rogue. Oh, you're a dangerous looking fellow. Ooh, and you got some big ass feet too. Look at those suckers. You must pay a lot for your shoes, dude. Those are some big feet.
Need help?
Yeah, we're gonna get and I'm gonna grab the sash, just because it's cool looking. Oh, my reputation has increased. With Stormwind, I am now honored. Keep faith, you are honored. We honor you. Oh, and Rastgul thanks you for the buff. Always buff your fellow players. Always help people out if they're in trouble. Good deeds will find their way back to you. Server restart in 10 minutes, son of a bitch. Alright, well, 10 minutes. We'll get to the next area. It says restart, so it should be back up pretty soon. So I'll keep playing. What time is it? It's currently 4:03 a.m. I'd like to get back to bed around 5. That way I can still get in another 3 hours of sleep. So we'll try to do another hour of video recording after the server comes back up. And then I'll have 2 videos about an hour each. And I can upload those for you guys. Okay? And there's King Fengio. Alright, and there's a little oh, it's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry. Jump. Didn't make it. Jump. Ooh, right over that. Yeah, the game is not running as smooth. I can just tell. It's not quite as... It seems a little jittery. So I apologize for that. It could... I don't know. It's just not as smooth as it used to be. There, you see that? When I was walking forward, it kind of did a little jerk. Walking forward. Right now, it's not doing it. It's fairly smooth, but like I said, you can take off the Questy add-on, and that, for me anyways, that smooths it out a little bit. But yeah, that's unfortunate. And, this computer's getting pretty old. I've had this computer for about, I think, 3 years now, or getting close to 3 years. And it hasn't been reinstalled, and so it could just be getting pretty gummed up with shit. Running down the road. There it did again, a little bit of a freeze. Man, that pisses me off. I may turn Questy off again, but it is hard to not use Questy when you've gotten kind of so used to it. It is really incredibly helpful, and people who play retail WoW, I mean, it's built into retail WoW now. You don't even have to have an add-on; it just automatically helps you, which is just crazy stupid, right? Like if you're playing let's hit the vendor. If you're playing an MMO, one of the things that makes the game so intriguing is that you don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're doing. You have to figure things out. That's just part of the game, right? But then you put in these mechanics where you don't have to know what you're doing because you've got this add-on that basically just tells you, go here, go there. I mean, how does that in any way make the game better? I mean, it makes it easier, right? But it doesn't make it more enjoyable. At least not. It does for some people, maybe. But I mean, and I wish I had a lot of money. Well, and I do have quite a bit of. I make a pretty good amount of money as a computer programmer, but I don't have enough money that I can just sit at home and work on my own video game all the time, which I want to. That's what I want to do, is just start my own company and make games and just work on games all day long. I would love to do that. I don't have the time. I'm a programmer. I work my ass off in the office during the day. So, but I'm always constantly looking at what kind of an MMO would I make, and I'm constantly, ooh, yeah, baby, level 10. Server restarts what, in how long? 10 minutes. I think we still have enough time to, let's just go here so I can rag at you guys about video game making. But yeah, I mean, I want to make my own game, and I when I think about the game I would make, of course I would not have a quest helper built in the game. I wouldn't show people's levels, like see here, if I click on this character, I can see that it's a mage, and I can see that she's level 13. I wouldn't show that. In my game, if you clicked on a character, all you would see is her name. That's it. You wouldn't know her health. You wouldn't know her level. You wouldn't know what class she was. Now, you can know what class she was because she's got a staff and she's got a robe on. So I would, if I've played the game any length of time, I might understand that a caster wears a robe or uses a staff, right? But I'm not going to communicate all that other information. Why would I do that? And that makes it more difficult to, if you're going to engage in PvP, like when I played Lineage 2, you didn't know that stuff. So like if you're going to PvP somebody, it was like PvP at your own risk, because a level 60 person could put on level 3 attire. I could put on a level 3 robe and level 3 staff, and you'd look at them and you'd play the game long enough to know, oh yeah, that's probably like a level 3 robe or level 5 robe. And you think, oh, they're level 3, they're level 5. But they're not. They're at level 60 wearing level 3 gear. And you'd go up and you'd start hitting them, and all your spells would miss. And they would just slap you in the face and kill you. But that made it more fun, right? You didn't know what you were getting into, right? So, it just kills me that they do this stuff, that they make the game. You know what I'll do is I'll head to store and hit the damn mining trainer. It just kills me, though, that they noobify these games so much, and they help players so much, but they're really not helping. I mean, they're helping the players, sure, and players are sitting there and they're probably happy. This is great, I know I don't have to figure out these quests, it's easy, and it may seem like it's helping you, but in the end, it's just hurting you, because there's no challenging content, there's no immersion. Like what if you don't know anything, right, and you first start on the game and you figure something out, then someone else is walking around, man, I don't know how to do this quest. You can help them out. So I figured this out. And they're going to be like, oh, thank you, this is awesome, you're such a nice person. You figured this out and you took the time to help me. Not, I don't need anybody else's help ever, because I got the stupid quest just helper built into the game to tell me what to do. So it really kills player interaction and community, and it just kills me. And Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, I'm going to talk about it, guys. Pantheon Rise of the Fallen looks like it could be a fantastic MMO. A really, really good MMO. And a lot of the mechanics they're putting into Pantheon Rise of the Fallen are the exact same kind of mechanics I've already written down on paper. I mean, I've got it, I can pull it up. On my Google Drive, I've got tons and tons of documentation about the game I want to make and the systems I want to make that I've already already devised and already come up with. And Pantheon, when I look at Pantheon, I'm like, holy crap! It's like they've got my room bugged. It's like they're putting stuff in that's exactly what I want to put in my game. So I'm like, holy shit! So finally, it's like somebody out there is thinking along the same lines as me. And I'm really excited for Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, especially after they did the graphical update, and the graphics look quite a bit better. Not that graphics are that important, but their graphics are pretty shitty. And the one thing that they do have in Pantheon Rise of the Fallen that's a little bit, is they've got the tab targeting system. They're not making any kind of an action-based MMO. It's not going to be an action combat system. And the server's going to kick me out here in a minute or two. But the combat is based on what they call the Holy Quadrinity, not the Holy Trinity, not the healer, the tank, and the DPS, but rather a healer, a tank, a DPS, and a crowd control person. Because you're going to have so many encounters where you have to have someone who can CC. Just because it's going to be mandatory. You're gonna have a caster that's going to cast this spell that's going to wipe your whole party. If you don't CC at the right time, you're dead. You're all dead. So it's based on what they call the Holy Quadrinity, and the parties are up to 6 players, which I think is really cool. So it's not a 5-man party, 6-man party. And the reason being is, well, since you have the Holy Quadrinity, you have to have four people, 4 key ingredients. So they figured, well, if we have to have these 4, let's push the party up to 6. I think at least that's what I think they were probably thinking. So we got 1 minute. Can we make it to the trainer? No, we can't do it in a minute, but we can get pretty close. So if I don't pass out in bed when I come back, we'll continue Cute Faith's journey to level 60, and we'll start heading towards Westfall. I know you guys all love Westfall. I know I do. And we got about 20 seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16. Here, 15. When my buff here up at the top right of the screen gets to around 30 seconds, we're probably going to get booted right out of this game. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. We're so close to hitting the trainer. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. Oh, yeah. They lied. I'm telling you that. All right. Trainer should be right. What, here? Oh, no. It's over here. I'm sorry. It's around the corner. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. Bye.